Alright, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. Um, another anime series review. I should actually wait for this one. Um, but I figured what the fuck, might as well do it. Now, I'm probably gonna upload these anime series reviews, some of them tomorrow. There's supposedly supposed to be a fucking hurricane coming here. Now, I'm supposed to go to a baseball game tomorrow night. I should say tonight, but I don't know the story what that is. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this is going to be Gate. Gate. Thus, the Jsdf fought there. Now, this anime, I read. Yeah. I didn't read the light novel, but I did read the manga adaptation for this show. Obviously, this anime, they toned down a little bit with the violence, which was to be expected. Because you read like the manga, I think, or the light novel, it's a lot more gruesome. Now, logistically, the story is basically a gate or portal, if you will, opens up in Tokyo, in Japan, and they get attacked by these creatures and this army and from a different dimension, and that's when Japan sends the ground self-defense force to fight them off. And among the whole craziness of this, we focus on this guy Itami, who is an otaku who becomes a captain of a little squad of soldiers, and he basically goes there and he's helping out the people on the other side of the gate. And this show is interesting, and I think what's really interesting about it is seeing Itami interact with these people. Also, it doesn't... personally, one of my favorite scenes in this anime has to be when the helicopters are coming in and they're playing that song. Da 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 da. Sorry, I'm not good with music. That was an awesome scene. But yeah, this is interesting because logistically, what you have here is you have basically two time periods colliding with each other. You have the one side being a very medieval, I guess you could say Roman, European atmosphere world colliding with Japan, who have tanks and helicopters and machine gun. Well, you get the gist. Meanwhile, they don't have that. They have what? Swords and spears and shields. But I thought it was good to an extent. Probably not gonna give it the rating I gave fucking... Hey. Gatsby Krause was awesome. I'm sorry. Anyway. I would probably say... But this is only the first half. That's another thing to think about. It's only the first half. So I can't really give it a full rating here. So for the time being, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. Because there's no... there's no real... I can't really give it a full rating. I haven't seen the entire series. And I really shouldn't be reviewing it because I haven't seen the entire series. They're coming out with part 2 in the winter. That was the whole premise of why I didn't review Seraph, because they were going to continue it. But from what I'm seeing so far, this definitely deserves an 8 out of 10. The characters are interesting. The story is interesting. It's interesting to see Itami interact with everybody, especially the three girls, especially that death god, the loyally gothic chick. Yo, she's goat. But it's a good series. 8 out of 10. I mean, there's nothing else to add about it. Um, it's interesting concepts, interesting story. I was already hooked when I read the manga adaptation of the light novel because I read the whole thing like it wasn't that long ago. I think I read it, but it was very intriguing and very interesting. Um, so definitely, I would say for anyone who likes this kind of show, um, with armies and shit, and there's a lot of fantasy elements in this as well because you see dragons and everything and elves and what have you. But this in some regard. I don't want to compare this to Outbreak Company, but in some regard, you could make a comparison to an extent. Not a complete extent, because obviously this is a captain in the army, the Jsdf, and Outbreak Company's this kid is a teacher, so it's not the same. But it's similar aspects where it concerns the environment. Yeah, 8 out of 10. I, from what I'm seeing, where they ended, it's probably going to do well to an extent. I think it will. They'll do it well. They'll do it justice in the second half when they do it in the winter. Now, I'll probably do tomorrow. I don't know what the story is. Okay, so basically, what the story is this. I don't know if I'm going to be home or I'm going to go to this Met game. It looks like I'm going to be staying home. I won't be going out for the Met game because it's going to be canceled because of the fucking bullshit hurricane. Like Category 3 or 4 or whatever. But if I'm staying home, most likely how I'm going to approach what I'm going to do, I will get to the Toriko, but I want to get these anime series reviews out of the way. And this is one already won. And after this one, there's like 9 more. I'm not reviewing them all, by the way. It's only going to be a few. The ones I'm not reviewing, listen, I can't review that. That's going to be a non-review and God Eater because, frankly, I'm sorry, I just can't review that shit. I just can't because the animation and everything else. But well, worst case scenario, what I'll do is I'll just go in the J room and give my thoughts on God Eater. Do it that way. Pull a Shakwaki. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Bankai Night 22. I think tomorrow when I get home, if they're not going to the game, I'll try to knock out Shinomita, Charlotte, and the others. Because most of them are a lot of episodes I gotta watch. Like Musumune, Soma, the vampire anime, that school life. So it's a lot to take under. I'm Bankai Night 22. I'll see you guys later. Also, I did an unboxing. Yo. Guys, go to sharkrobot.com. You want some good shirts. I'll see you guys later. Peace.